Greetings from frigid Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. It's cold, it's just frigid cold. It is my first virtual show of 2025. We're going to do every Friday this month, and each night we'll have a theme. But I sense a lot of trepidation, lots of worry about what the upcoming Musk administration is going to have in store for us. And to Bruce Schauer and to Mark Kunkel, thank you, Mark, for the nice words. I'd like to sing this. I'll admit I am not in that great of a mood. Lately the been screwed. But I don't want to bring you down, so I'm not gonna sing the blues. I'm not gonna stare at my navel or my shoes. Nothing quite like the nightmare that we're living in. Every day you feel like giving in. But I don't want to be a downer, and you don't want to hear me whine. I'll save that for another place and another time. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. I will not drag you down the emotional drain. I won't share my malaise, my misfortune and pain. I don't want to be depressing, and you don't want to see me weep. I'll save that for later on when I'm trying to sleep. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. Now it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Hard times we've had songs. I'm not a tortured artist. No, really, I'm just fine. I just want to smile a while and drink a little wine. And now it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Hard times we had songs. No, it's not the time for sad, sad songs. Sad, sad songs. Welcome to my show. Starting to feel warmed up. It's weird playing in my house again after all these months. Tonight's show will be kind of focusing on the songs that I wrote in 2024, but also the few requests I got. I'm doing all of them. This is like a month old. Listen. The universe is smiling down on me and you. The stars aligned and we'll be fine no matter what they do. The universe is smiling, a big old stupid grin. So just sit back and relax and let let the show begin. You are my beginning. You're all my in-betweens. You're my happy ending and my post-credit scene. The universe is smiling, smiling down on us. We never stop to see what's what, but now I think we must. You might not believe it, I don't expect you to, but every dream you've ever dreamed could suddenly come true. Could come true. The universe is smiling, the future's in our hands. So what the hell, we might as well enjoy it while we can. The universe is smiling, the future's in our hands. So what the hell, we might as well enjoy it while we can. Enjoy it while we can. Enjoy it while we can. Here's a song I did not get to sing to you guys in New Zealand or out there in California. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Has the edible kicked in yet? You would need it here. It's like 2 degrees wind chill out there. I did not get to sing this to all my Facebook friends. Merry Christmahanukwanzaa to you. Happy Christmahanukwanzaa too. Whichever you celebrate, I hope it will be great. Let's everybody pray that Santa won't be late. Merry Christmahanukwanzaa to you. Happy Christmahanukwanzaa too. And to all of you Buddhists and Hindus and Muslims and Scientologists too. Merry Christmahanukwanzaa to you. Merry Christmahanukwanzaa to you. Merry Christmahanukwanzaa to you. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever Kwanzaa, whenever that's celebrated. Even in Raleigh, North Carolina, Kelly Kuss, I'm starting the night out with, well, every morning when I look into the mirror, I see living proof of all my wasted years. I sing this little song. It helps me to be strong, and all my suicidal feelings drift away. All right, Kelly, let me hear you say, I am wonderful. I'm so wonderful. I'm a breathtaking view, a dream that's come true. It's true. I am wonderful. Yeah, I feel pretty good. This job isn't always easy, but man, you guys made it easy, very easy the last couple months. I think I had one of the best Decembers I ever had. I was on fire. The audiences were on fire. I played at Wes and Audra's on New Year's Eve. Amazing. I did 10 Christmas shows. Everyone, amazing. But sometimes when I go to work, I just want to die. 'Cause it's boring, seems pointless, and I don't know I go on with this grind? Why I haven't lost my mind? Why I just don't buy a little aeroplane and fly? Let me hear you say, I am wonderful. I'm so wonderful. I'm spectacular. I'm marvelous and I'm cool. I am wonderful. Merely wonderful. I'm the 4th of July, a wide open sky of blue. I am wonderful, and I'm defying gravity. I'm the nearest thing to perfection that mankind has ever known. I'm the top of the food chain. If they made a movie of my life, I'd be played by Ariana Grande. Yeah, exact same size. Oh, yes, I. Am wonderful. Kelly Cuss, Raleigh, North Carolina. Oh, man. It's a low-key affair here in the McCurdy living room tonight. But we do have Mr. Brian Murphy doing absolutely nothing but drinking tonight. Brian, come on, show your damn face. Brian is doing pretty much Brian has a very important function right now. Brian is going to be one of those guys who spins the sign for tax preparation. Bring it down. Right, yeah, just spin. There we go. There we go. And then we, of course, on sound and lights, Pipe's here tonight. Pipe is here. Pipe's going to be spinning the sign as well. I think he has his own technique. And then out in the kitchen, we have the Mistress of Alcohol. And we do have a drinking word tonight for the Mistress of Alcohol. The drinking word tonight is going to be pretty much what we expect for this year to bring us. And the drinking word is shit show. Here's to the shit show about to hit us. Well, bromance is good too, because she's very intrigued with the Donald Elon romance. It's weird. If anyone doesn't think that's what, yeah, you're done. Go talk to Barb in the kitchen. Because right now, I would like to play, I think this is probably my favorite song that I made up in 2024. It'll build you up and knock you down. Turn your smile into a frown. It'll make you feel like you're drowning. Stupid, stupid love. It delights and it deflates. Sometimes it discombobulates. Out in the wild it awaits you. Stupid, stupid love. Some people think that they can live without it, but I doubt it. Think about it. Could you? It consumes and it destroys. It teases and annoys. I don't think anyone enjoys it. Stupid, stupid love. Some people think that they can live without it, but I doubt it. Think about it. Could you? would be you. You know exactly what's in store. Every time you walk out of the door, it'll break your heart, you still want more. Stupid, stupid love. You know exactly what's in store. Every time you walk out of the door, it'll break your heart, you still want more. Stupid, stupid love. Stupid, stupid love. Stupid, stupid love. Stupid, stupid love. Love. Stupid, stupid love. I got the other song that in this little bit, also from 2024, also a love song. I think I like this one too. I can't decide, but I like the beginning. We could rule the world if we really want to. Turn everybody onto the power of love. Lying in your arms, shadows on the ceiling, and I got the feeling we could rule the world. We could rule the world. People would be grateful. No one would be hateful or angry or cruel. And everyone we know, everybody we knew, would feel the same as we do. We could rule the world. We'll laugh and crying, captifying, fearless flying, no denying our love. We could rule the world. We would be delighted, and everyone's invited to come out of the cold. We could rule the world. That's how strong our love is. Everything it touches turns to gold. We're laughing, crying, death-defying, fearless flying, no denying our love. We could rule the world if we really want to. Turn everybody onto the power of love. Lying in your arms, shadows on the ceiling, and I got the feeling we could rule the world. And I got the feeling we could rule the world. You give me the feeling we could rule the world. We could rule the world. Two love songs, two songs from 2024. Just so you know, this produce is still fresh. But I still do a lot of the oldies. And I think one of my favorite backyards that we played all summer long, back there in July, sweltering hot day, like 4 blocks from my house, at the Reiner's house. And now it's Mark Reiner's birthday, so Karen has sent this little love letter to you. Wow, this is not a love song at all. So I guess Mark taught their third daughter how to drive, but only backwards. It's an interesting philosophy. It's for you, Mark. Happy birthday. Don't honk your horn at me, get upset or angry. Don't stick your finger out, no need to shout. Why don't you pass me by? I see no reason why we can't share this road and still be friends. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. I always drive in reverse. I'm walking backwards too, so I can only see what's going on behind and not in front of me. I know where I have been, I know what I have done. Try walking backwards too, like everyone. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. I always drive in reverse. Rear end, look out for my rear end. Look out, you pedestrians. Sometimes I lose control. I always drive in reverse. No matter where I walk, no matter where I drive, the place I want to be, I never do arrive. Go on and pass me by. I see no reason why we can't share this road and still be friends. Why we can't share the parking lot of Nicolay High School and still be friends. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. I always drive in reverse. You may get there faster, you may get there first, but I always drive in reverse. I always drive in reverse. I always drive, you always drive, we always drive in reverse. Driving in reverse, that's an old song. It's from a CD I had in 1991 or 2 called The Sound of Music. Next week's virtual show is going to focus on my very first 2 recorded efforts as a solo performer. Next week I'm going to do the highlights from a cassette tape CD called Memorial Day, and then highlights from The Sound of Music. But I probably will not play Drive in Reverse unless you request it. Good, well, because I just did it. "2024, good year for me." I made up this song. Now, a lot of times I know what these songs are about. This one, I have no idea. It's just one rhyme scheme after the other. Yeah. I have played this live a few times, but I just finished this song about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And so please, no judgment. Well, it's got a kick-ass intro, am I right? Are you ready? We had a lot of highs and no lows. We sang show-stopping solos. Our sweaters wrapped around our polos, the ones with all designer logos. We booked a couple nights at even I can't get it. We booked a couple nights at Hojo's and crashed on the couch at Wojo's, trying to regain our mojos and recover from the rain of low blows. The world's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. Yeah. By now you've probably seen the photos of me and all the other dodos with hairy little feet like Frodo's, wide awake from too much no-dos. We were spinning up and down like yo-yos. We drank a couple Di-Seronos and acted like a bunch of bozos. Our lips were sealed like the Go-Go's. World's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. Oh. Have you had enough of this rhyme scheme? No? Okay, here we go. We filmed some 60-second promos, me and all the major domos, with voices like Perry Comos and hair like Sonny Bono's. But nobody will ever show those, 'cause we were wearing no clothes except for matching pink kimonos and counterfeit Manolos. World's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me. World's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. People gone crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Everything's so right-wing, getting kind of frightening, I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. I just figured out while I was singing that song what it's about. It's about the shitstorm in which we're living. I don't know if you're aware, well, if you've seen my show in the last 2 years, you're aware that I'm working on a Broadway musical. It's not going to be a good Broadway musical. There won't be a lot of exposition in the songs. There won't be dancing. There won't be, I don't know. But I have some songs, and I've rediscovered this song, which could fit in my Broadway musical. And it was requested by Michael and BJ Kukulka. It could easily fit into my Broadway musical, because my Broadway musical features one relationship, a guy, a gal. I like to think the guy is surrounded by guys in leather jackets. The girl is surrounded by naval nurses with towels on their head. My musical is like Grease meets South Pacific. And if you can't understand that, perhaps the guy will be surrounded by ranchers and cowboys, and the girl will be surrounded by orphans and urchins. Oklahoma meets Annie. No? All I know is it's going to be about two people, and I thought this could be a song that fits into my Broadway musical. You used to be a nasty slut and I was kind of sleazy. I used to wear the tightest pants and you were really easy. You wore lots of makeup, I wore too much cologne. If we hadn't found each other, we'd have ended up alone. You used to be a nasty slut and I was not complaining, but in the end our carnal appetite was really blaming. Now we're moving into a cozy little home, and I'm glad we found each other and we'll never be alone. Go old and gray, covered with tattoos. You'll exchange your high heels for orthopedic shoes. We'll take the piercings out and put pacemakers in, and we'll be happy happy ever after. We'll be happy ever after. We'll be happy ever after all. It's so bouncy, so bouncy. You used to be a nasty slut and I was really greasy. I used to wear a medal of St. Francis of Assisi. You wore giant earrings with semi-precious stones, and I'm glad we found each other and we'll never be alone. Because you used to be a nasty slut and I was predatory. Now who'd have thought there'd be a happy ending to the story? We'll have nasty children, and when they are all grown, we'll be glad we found each other and we'll never be alone. We'll go old and gray, covered with tattoos. You'll exchange your high heels for orthopedic shoes. We'll take the piercings out and put pacemakers in. We'll be happy ever after. We'll be happy ever after. We'll be happy ever after all. We'll be happy ever after all. We'll be happy ever after all. Sha-la-la-la. We'll be happy ever. Oh, how happy you have made me. Sha-la-la-la. Happy ever after all. We'll be happy ever after all. Could be a Broadway song, am I right? It will never be, but it could be. This next one is another new song I made up in 2024. I made up a lot of them. There was something in the water this year. It's called creativity. But this one, this could be the couple we're just singing about. It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty delta. Well, it could be that too. You got up 8:30, out of the door, already late. You went to work, and it's a shame. Your boss is a dick, Richard is his name. But do we have to talk about it now? The madness began without fail. It seems your dad spent the night in jail, and your mom was freaking out. We shit you up to bail him out. But do we have to talk about it now? Do we have to talk about it now? Can we have a moment's peace? A quiet night at least. Get drunk and watch the stars and be fine with how things are. Your brother called yesterday. It seems he needs a place to stay. I'm glad I'm not in his shoes, and I'll be sad when we refuse. But do you have to talk about it now? And your best friend who got divorced, she needs a sympathetic ear, of course. But she won't stop reminding you that maybe we could break up too. But do we have to talk about it now? Do we have to talk about it now? I thought, and my heart sank, I want to drink till my mind is blank. Close my eyes and drift away and get ready for another day. Another day. Another day. Now we both know that there will be lots of times when we don't agree. I'll see red and you'll turn green. We might be every color in between. But do we have to talk about it now? 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 Curtain! I think my Broadway musical, it'll be pretty good. It won't be the kind of shitstorm you'd expect. I'd like to show you something really cool. A refrigerator stopped working here in Whitefish Bay about a month and a half ago. Now we have one that makes these cool round ice cubes. Look at that. Oh, they really work. Murph is giving him a thumbs up on his glass of whiskey. Oh, I got a lot of Jameson this year. Bottles and bottles of Jameson. Yeah. 99 bottles of Jameson on the wall. No, I'm good. I'm good. I need to be topped off yet because the show has not turned into the shitstorm I was expecting. Now, last two songs about couples. And I'd like to sing a song for a couple right now. Well, mostly for a birthday girl named Corey Pulowski. Your husband requested this song, and for some reason, this is a song that gets requested so much. I didn't know people like this one that much, but I sure do love singing it. I think this will be the oldest song in the set tonight. Happy birthday, Corey. Round the corner from the Hotel Belmont, in a coffee shop full of broken faces, I keep my eyes and my ears wide open, hearing other romantic places. What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? Will I drifting on an empty ocean? Maybe, Corey, I could do this song right. It should go. Caught up in the crosstown traffic, drifting on an empty ocean, where everybody walks on pins and needles. You don't want to cause no big commotion. What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? Will I laugh? Will I cry? Will I know? Will I die in pursuit? Left my home just last December. I am so apologetic. I'm having a very difficult time getting used to singing to this camera tonight. It's supposed to go. I started out all filled with passion. Left my home just last September. I used to have the strongest feeling. But most of which I don't remember. What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? Will I? What will I do when I find you? What will I do when I find you? What will I do when I find you? Will I laugh? Will I cry? Will I know? Will I die in pursuit? Will I rise? Will I fall? Will it make no sense at all in pursuit? I'm just chasing a dream. Ooh, I'm just chasing a dream. Ooh, I'm just chasing a dream. I'm just chasing a dream. Yeah, don't applaud. I looked at that in the set and I thought, oh, I got that one. Don't need to run through that one at all before the show. Now, Corey, you have every right to say, Pat, you're a professional. You should know your own damn song. But after not doing this for like 2 months, it's a little weird to be singing to a little red light and imagining what Corey looks like, imagining what BJ and Michael look like. Yeah, it's all up here. It's all up here. Another new song from 2024. You'd see me in a very different light. You'd say, hey, you're okay, and you'd be right. You'd understand the crazy things I've said if you could hear the music in my head. A hit parade that plays the whole day long, of TV themes, commercials, and pop songs. People say that rock and roll is dead, but you should hear the music in my head. You might sing, you might dance, you might leave while you got the chance. You might thrill with delight, you might be gone by tomorrow night. Or maybe you'll adore the melody and join right in perfect harmony. Then most likely we'll end up in bed if you could hear the music in my head. You might sing, you might dance, you might leave while you got the chance. You might thrill with delight, you might be gone by tomorrow night. Or maybe you'll adore the melody and join right in perfect harmony. Then most likely we'll end up in bed if you could hear the music in my head. Now everyone needs somebody, it's true. For me, of course, that somebody is you. You can choose to walk away instead, but you should hear the music in my head. You can choose to walk away instead, but you should hear the music in my head. The music in my head right now is for Derek Mosier. Derek, just saw you at the Beat Kitchen in Chicago with your pal Stuart. You want to challenge me, don't you, Derek? I think I should have practiced this one too, Pipe Jim. Fastest song I have, most difficult song I have. This could turn into a shit show. There once was a psychiatrist who said you can't go on like this. You can't go on pretending that you're 17 years old. I said that psychiatrist is one important thing you missed. I know I'm not the only one who's out here having lots of fun. Go shrink somebody else's head and get your mind out of my bed. I'll grow up on my own eventually. But if I was a gambling man, I wouldn't bet on me. Bo, what the hell are you looking at out that window? So then I came upon a guy from Generation X or Y or Z, or maybe he was even Generation A. He said, oh man, what's wrong with you? Behaving like you're 22. Can your poor body stand the shock of being up past 8 o'clock? I said, you're right, I'm sorry, son. Fun is only for the young. I'll slowly creep into senility. But if I was a gambling man, I wouldn't bet on me. I wouldn't bet on me to do what you'd expect, cause I don't even know what I'll be up to next. I wouldn't bet on me to do the things I should. I wouldn't bet on me, cause the odds aren't very good. Faster? You think Derek would want it faster? All right, Murph. And here comes the dog. The West is an accountant to keep money close to her. So I was going to come and take it all away. Tell that accountant that every time I have a spend, I'd like to buy some odds and then to give the rest of all my friends. Whatever's left for like to give to all my pennies relatives, and they're the ones in living luxury. So you see, I'm not a gambling man. I never bet on me. Slower too. I can do it slower too. So once I had a lover who said, what the hell's come over you? I just can't get you off me, and I'm getting kind of tired. I said it's for the love of you. I just can't get enough of you. I think about you night and day. I'm so obsessed in every way. Your eyes, your lips, your face, your toes. I touch you once and true love grows. I'll try to find the strength to leave you be. But if I was a gambling man, I wouldn't bet on me. Best ending of that song ever. Thank you, Derek Mosier. Thank you. I need more requests for next week, but remember, I will be highlighting my first 2 CDs. Well, the first one, they were actually cassette tapes when they came out. Memorial Day and Sound of Music. But right now, another new song from 2024 that I did not play live. I played this live maybe twice. This works best on ukulele, but I didn't feel like playing it on a ukulele tonight because I knew it would take me a while to get in the groove of living room shows. But listen. Our house isn't Buckingham Palace. Our house isn't the Taj Mahal. Our house may be small, but we don't complain at all about every single little tiny mouse. There's always something going on at our house. And our house doesn't have golden toilets. Our house doesn't have a bidet. Our house may be plain, but you won't hear us complain about every single cockroach, every mouse. There's always something going on at our house. Tonight, we're gonna have a party, and all our friends will be there. And our house doesn't look like a museum. Our house isn't filled with antiques. It leaks when it rains, but nobody complains about every cockroach, centipede, or mouse. There's always something going on at our house. Tonight, We're gonna have a party, and I hope that you can make it too. Our house isn't in the right zip code, and it's not in the best neighborhood. Our house has us in debt, but we never regret every cockroach, spider, bug, and mouse. There's always something going on at our house. There's always something going on at our house. Hey! There's always something going on at our house. Does that sound a little Broadway-ish too? Yeah. I think we're really leading that way right now. But it did mention at one point in the song that our house doesn't look like a museum. Our house isn't filled with antiques. Now, world travelers Sean and Danny Closey, they're thinking about antiques for some reason. Thankfully, they're not singing about the song I played for them a dozen times. And here comes my dog to look out the window behind me again. What are you looking for, dude? The Christmas laser light. Had to move, the Christmas tree was right here. Let me do an impression. Had to move it. Well, I took it down, and it's now sitting in the front yard. I wish we had the sad Charlie Brown music right now. And I'm talking about Sean and Danny. They live somewhere in the, I don't know, Central America. I don't know where the hell they live. Bonaire. Which reminds me of the word boner, which was a character on a popular TV show. But I can't remember what it was called. But they want to hear this song, and I hope they're doing well. She said, sit down and don't touch anything. I did what I was told. And later that night we laid down on a bed that was almost 200 years old. 'Cause she lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She said, lie down and don't say a word. I was quiet as can be. And all the dead ancestors up on her walls, they stared down their noses at me. 'Cause she lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She said, don't get too comfortable. I'm used to sleeping alone. When she put on a robe once worn by a queen, I knew it was time to go home. When she said we must do this again sometime, I know she was just being nice. 'Cause something so scary and wonderful hardly ever happens twice. She lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She never did. Sean and Danny, and Murph loves that one too. Sean, Danny, and Murph. What a terrible trio they'd make in Bonaire. The Showers are down there in Surprise, Arizona. They're not watching right now. Damn you! Damn you, kids! They have something to do tonight. Can you believe it? Something to do on January 3rd, 2025. It's probably not 10-degree wind chill in Surprise, Arizona right now. What? 158 computers are watching this show. Hey, let me all greet you individually. And how's the edible kicking in now, Doug? Is it okay? Let me do the math. 158 people. If you all donated a $5 cover, that would be a buttload of money, wouldn't it? And Pipe would eat next week. Like the Showers requested a song I never play anymore. And I rehearsed this one once. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I rehearsed this, Showers. Put me down, lie to me, tell me this, tell me that. Go out with your stupid friends in your country western hat. And don't pick up the telephone, never tell me where you are. Get a job dancing nude in some scary biker bar. Go ahead, be that way, break my heart night and day, make me cry, that's okay. Go ahead and be that way. Yesterday I believed every word you said to me. Now I'm not so gullible, now I'm simply miserable. And I can hardly wait to see the next surprise in store for me. Take your time, work it out, that's what I'm all about. Go ahead, be that way, break my heart night and day, make me cry, that's okay. Go ahead and be that way. Drag my name through the mud, act just like I don't exist. Ruin me financially, burn my house and steal my car. And don't pick up the telephone, never ask me where I was. Always run just as wild as your imagination, as my imagination does. Go ahead, be that way, break my heart night and day, make me cry, that's okay. Go ahead and be that way. Go ahead, be that way. Break my heart night and day. Make me cry, that's okay. Go ahead. Should I do the original live version? Go ahead, be that way. Break my heart night and day. Be a bitch, that's okay. Go ahead and be that way. Thank you, Bruce Shower and Nancy. Oh my gosh, that's old and now. A song I just made up last week. Nobody has ever heard this song but me. She said, shit, I already messed it up. I'm batting like 500. I'm batting like 300 tonight. 158 computers watching me, and I can't get a song that I just finished making up. Can I, take two. I have never performed this song before standing up. I said, baby, everything will be fine. She looked at me like I was out of my mind. She said no, I said yes. In the end, she was right, I guess. It's exactly as she feared. Things have never been this weird. It's topical. It's a topical song, okay? It's all about the shitstorm. So, I said, baby, we will make it somehow. She said, I don't think that's happening now. There's too much crazy, too much hate, and I think that it's too late. When will all this madness end? When will things be cool again? I said, someday, 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 soon. So I said, baby, sunshine follows the rain. And she said, please don't call me baby again. I said, why? She said, because I'm not your baby and I never was. In the meantime, tell me when people will be cool again. And I lied. I said, someday, 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 soon. I said, someday, 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 soon, someday soon, someday, soon, someday soon, someday soon. Thank you. That's about the shitstorm, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's do another one from Michael and BJ. There is no polio. Should I sing this like RFK Jr.? There is no polio anymore. Science. Who shoves smallpox out the door? Science. But when diseases come your way, you get down on your knees and pray. My reliance is on science. And your opinion's not a fact, like science. In the end, it all comes back to science. Maybe you believe in ghosts and in random Facebook posts. I was thinking of lapsing back into RFK Jr. there. In random Facebook posts. I'm reliance is on science. Science gathers up the evidence, makes a clear conclusion. You try to squeeze the facts to fit a foregone conclusion. Instead of years of research, experiment, and study, you just believe in something you heard someone tell somebody. But you're not living in a cave. Why? Each advanced mankind is made. How'd we do it? So I really don't know why you continue to deny. Do you really want to die in defiance of science? In defiance of science. In defiance of science. Thank you, BJ and Michael. I have a friend down in Illinois, Pontiac, Illinois. I'm going to roll my sleeves up for this one. It's getting warm in here. Boris had a rough year. Boris had a rough year, but the universe is smiling on him now. Boris looked at Destiny, and Destiny looked back, and Boris spit in its face and said, "Fuck off!" Yeah, Boris said, "It's not time to say goodbye. I've got lots of things to do before I die. Lots of moves I'd like to try. Accusations to deny. But it's not time to say farewell or to contemplate eternity in hell. Some folks think, there go I, but it's not time to say goodbye. Has the sun begun to set? Not on me, no, not yet. Has the fog soon descend? No, it's not over, it's not the end. And it's not time to say so long. I've got lots of things to do before I'm gone. Time to sing a whole lot of songs. Time to right a whole lot of wrongs. It's not time to say goodbye. Has the rain put out the fire? Has my warranty expired? Has the lights begun to fade? Well, that's all right, 'cause I'm not afraid. 'Cause it's not time to say goodbye. I've got lots of things to do before I die. Lots of moves I'd like to try. It's not time to say goodbye. Accusations to deny, but it's not time to say goodbye. I'm still here, and that's why it's not time to say goodbye. Love you, Boris. Thank you for playing my music on your radio station. know who else I absolutely love? Is April Spurk out there in Vegas. April, I don't know if you included one, but there was no request or message in your donation this week. Billy Berger, yeah, you didn't leave me a message either, but thank you. Jan and Doug Thompson in San Diego, I think I took a picture for you last week. I hope you got that, and Lily too. It's Mustache John's birthday. Is that who I'm? Mustache John in Oshkosh. Hold it. I got a request from this lady, Renee Fenrick. So now I can't remember how the song goes, because pop music goes in this ear and comes right out. I'm working on it, though. I'll never remember Renee. Yeah. H-O-T-T H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Now you've got me hard to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Now you've got me hard to go. It's something like that, yeah. I need the kids. I could be your new addiction. Something, my prediction. Yeah. That would be for the kids, but I'll work on that one, and by the end, I'll never learn that song. I'll never will. I'm lying to you. But I will do this one for Susan Brungraber. And it's not H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Thank you. But thanks for the request, Renee. It's just pop music goes in this ear and it shoots right out that one. I can never remember it. Unless it's Spice Girls, then I remember the whole damn thing. But Susan, you thought it'd be fun to start 2025 with this one? And I agree wholeheartedly. I have always been responsible. I've always had a sense of obligation to God and the flag, to mom and apple pie. So I don't know what's come over me. Don't know wherein lies this insanity. But I have to live at least once before I die. So tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. I feel like I've been suffocating, hesitating, waiting for a moment when I could even try to flap my weary arms and fly. I know I'll miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. So tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, hey. Tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. No, I won't care what happens when you close that door. I don't care what happens to me anymore. La 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 la. La 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 la. All I ever eat is Chinese food. The restaurant on my street, it's got Chinese food. It's all I ever want and all I ever need. All I ever eat is Chinese food. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. We'll suck up a case of PBR. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. We'll party all night long. We got Elvis on the stereo. She's the Hindenburg, the Titanic, Mount St. Helens, and the bank panic. She's my disaster girl. Well, I don't know much, but I can see that I love you and you love me. We didn't plan this out, it was luck. And we don't make love, we just circle around the bed wearing wicked smiles with our clothes in every corner of the room. I hope that we can be together soon. I like men, I like women, I like sinking, I like swimming, I like dogs and I like cats, I like cows and cowboy hats. I like knives and forks and spoons, I like whistling happy tunes, I like to come but not too soon, I like everything. I'm going camping with some lesbians, tramping through the woods. It will be great to be outdoors again, far, far from the... Well, the kids are playing in an old refrigerator, your face down on the floor. Grandma's with her skinhead friends, Grandpa's blind and driving. I can't get the toast out of here. I can't get it out. I can't get the toast out of here. But if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. He's dressed in white, he's always clean. He's my main man from the Nazarene. That's Jesus, Jesus Christ. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. Don't let Jesus break your dishes, keeping on those loaves and fishes. That's Jesus, Jesus Christ. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. You wanna know what I've been doing since you left me with a broken heart? I get the feeling that you're hoping I'm still miserable, still torn apart. You wanna know what I've been up to since you walked out and turned me upside down? Well, I won't lie to you. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends. Screw you. Going places, running wild, meeting people. It's true. Doing things I couldn't do. All those years I spent with you. Never thought forgetting you would be so easy. Ready? This time next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. This time next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float. One more time, everybody. This time next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float. I know I'll miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. Are you with me, Susan? Then let me hear you sing. Tonight, I want to ruin my life. throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, hey. Tonight, I want to ruin my life. 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 And if I'm going down, you're coming with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh man, thanks for tuning me in tonight. I will be in the Wisconsin Dells tomorrow night at the Showboat Saloon. And for the next bunch of Fridays, I'll be right here in this living room getting used to performing for a little red light. And until I see you again, can I just say what I always say? St. Paul in his letter to the Ephesians said, it came to me upon a midnight clear. Said, I finished writing all of my gospel. Now all I seem to want is sex and beer. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I did not come here to praise Caesar. I came here for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Mystery woman. But listen, George Washington, he never crossed the Delaware. There was no midnight ride with Paul Revere. Ben Franklin never discovered electricity. He was too busy looking for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. Oh my God, don't look now, but next to me, to my left, your right, it's Timothy Chalamet, star of A Complete Unknown. And he's asking you, how many times must a man walk down before they call? Yeah. He was doing his Dylan impression when he was 5 years old at summer fun. But listen, Charles Dickens gave us great expectations. Shakespeare gave us Hamlet and King Lear. Dostoevsky gave us Crime and Punishment. Who the hell is gonna give us sex and beer? Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now from the city to the suburbs to the country, from the southern to the northern hemisphere, they're holding a tremendous referendum, and everybody's choosing. Right! Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now they could take away our pride and our dignity. They could use up all our blood and sweat and tears. They could not want people sitting on their new furniture. But they will never take away our sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around. All right, Julian.
sex and bear. Sex and bear are the two things we hold dear. Sex and bear. Sex and bear are the things we like right here.
We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. Give me your requests, give me your donations, and I will see you next Friday night. Thank you, everybody. Woo!